Do you love to buy books? Because I love to buy books. I especially love to buy books at thrift stores where you're not having to pay an arm and a leg and your firstborn for a new book. But the problem with buying books at a thrift store is that they come with freaking stickers, especially if they're thrift store books that were once library books. So today I'm going to teach you how to remove those stickers without damaging the book and making the book smell really, really good. Stick around until the end and I will teach you the top 3 places that I love to get super, super cheap books. Let's talk about it. So we've all experienced that moment where you go into a store and you see the book that you have been looking for like ever, and it's right there, and you reach over and you grab it and you realize there's a big old sticker on the front. Or in this case, a small little sticker that has a tendency to stay on and not come off very easily. So you've got this beautiful book and you're so excited that you found it, especially that you found it for $2, but you want to remove the sticker. Or let's say you find a new book and you're so excited because it's one you've never seen from an author that you absolutely love, but it's a library edition. So what do you do in that case? Do you just remove everything and hope for the best? Or do you use my method, which can remove everything without any damage to the book? You do my method, of course. So today I'm going to go through how to remove stickers from books, both library books that have been thrifted or the stickers that the stores themselves put on it. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do it step by step so you can get thrift books, take off all of the stickers, take off all the library stuff so that it looks exactly like you want it on your bookshelves. And since I am the connoisseur of thrift books, I can tell you this has never not worked. This has always worked. This has always worked for me. This process works for any sticker on any book. If they are the built-in stickers, however, like those embossed ones that we all hate, obviously you can't remove those. But this should work for pretty much any sticker for any book that you ever get. To do this method, you are going to need a few things. One is a razor blade scraper. This scraper I got from the Dollar Tree. It comes with the blade, a few replacement blades as well, but it's got a nice little cap so that you can keep it safe if needed. That's item number 1. Item number 2 is some type of essential oil, but it doesn't matter the brand, but it has to be lemon. Lemon essential oil is one of the cheaper ones that you can get, and it is incredibly high acidic content, is what makes it great for removing stuff from adhesive from books. So there's that. Next, you will need a cotton round or a cotton ball. Then last, of course, but not least, you will need said book that you are removing the sticker from. So to get us started, our first course of action is to remove the actual sticker. So with my scraper, my scraper matches. That's so cute. I'm going to very gently come, because you don't want to get the cover, come underneath and get the sticker. Now, once you've got it up a little bit and you trust it, there we go. That's a better insert. There we go. Then you can use the scraper to get it to really pick up, and then you can remove the sticker. Now, this book that I found from Deseret Industries. It is a Utah, Idaho. Maybe there's one in California. There's a couple in California. They're mostly in the western states because it is a charity organization that is run by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So it's normally very prolific in those areas where there's a lot of memberships. There we go. Okay, so now we've got it off, but it's sticky. Like, you can hear it. I'm going to put it by the microphone. You can hear the stick. You can see my finger is sticking. So this is where the lemon, and always make sure you cover this back up. You don't want little children's fingers getting sliced. So now we've got the lemon, whatever essential oil you use, and a cotton ball. So for the cotton, we don't need to use a lot. Lemon essential oil is very, very highly concentrated, so you do not want to use very much. So you can put like a single droplet, maybe 2. My droplets are not coming out very well, so I'm going to try that again. Droplet, come out. There we go. Oh, geez, I didn't need that much. Sheesh buckets. It's going to really smell like lemon now. All right, so in a very gentle motion, we are not trying to hurt the cover. You're going to just very gently, no pressure, literally no pressure at all with the cotton ball. Yep, okay, it's totally off. So now you get a clean cotton ball because you want to then remove the excess. This can also be done with like tissues, like Kleenex or toilet paper or whatever, but you just want to remove with something very gentle the lemon oil that is on there. Just run my finger over it. Yep, it's all gone. All right, so there we go. Lessons in Chemistry now no longer has a sticker right there, which is really nice. And yes, I got this from the thrift store. I was really excited. I never watched the show, and I've heard so much about the book, so I decided I was going to buy the book. This book by Rachel Kane. Now, this book I also got at DI, but it's got the little sticker on there, but we don't need to worry about that because we are going to be removing all of the library inserts. So, first, this is a part of my TBR, so I have my little number right there. This is number 57, in case you were wondering. I've got to make sure I keep that, because that would be really sad if I lost that. Because it's a whole thing on my channel. If you've seen my episode where, and I'll link it here somewhere, it'll be linked. If you've seen my episode where I talk about the number of books I have in my TBR, you'll understand why that is an important thing. All right, so first what we're going to do is this book, so the way that the libraries do it is they will adhere the dust jacket to the actual physical hardback for hardbacks. Paperbacks, that's a whole different oh my gosh, words are not wording today. That's a whole different ball game. But for hardbacks, you want to remove them very gently because unfortunately, if you rip, if you go real fast with this, the adhesive will rip off. But they normally use very gentle adhesive at libraries because they don't want to damage the books, and they know that most likely people are going to be rebuying them because books at libraries are always being rotated. So we are removing now the whole library thing. So I have not, oh, that was a lot easier. I have not found a single library book that was a hardback that had a dust jacket that didn't have this inner part of some sort. And it's really nice because that means that any stickers that might be on the outside are now gone. So that included the young adult thrift book sticker, that included the library sticker, that included the thrift store sticker, that included everything. And I'm sorry if this is upside down. I'm trying. I'm not super technologically advanced. But yes, this is a book that I haven't... Oh, you guys. Oh my gosh. This cover feels so good. Huh? This is the first time I've ever felt the actual, wow. So it's got like striations almost, like, so it's like thrift, or not thrift, oh my gosh. It's like thread. It feels like it's been threaded. Like, you know those books that are like the older books where it's almost bumpy? to a certain extent. So we've got the embossing of the text and the name, and then down here the Great Library. But it feels, oh, I'm now really excited to read this book. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to read this book. I love Rachel Caine, by the way. She is one of my favorite authors. She wrote the Morganville Vampire series, which I have a bunch of that series. There are a ton of books for her in that series, so I haven't read them all, but I've read a lot of them. So that's kind of the easy thing about library books. All right, so here's another type of library book binding that can be a little bit more obnoxious to work with. So this binding is actually adhered with tape. And this type of tape is very, very frustrating to work with because it will, without fail, ruin the back of the book. Because it goes down so far. Oh, you can't see it from here. Well, okay, I'll show you guys in a minute. So this is what I do with these books. When I get books from sales that are like this, I love how I told you guys to always put the cap back on and then I totally left it off. That's awesome. So this is what I do with these, is when I am doing the sticker part, it's very easy to do it like right next to where it connects on the inside because that's the easiest place. What I like to do is I do it on the other side, and it's going to cut into the cardboard of the I guess chipboard of the hardback, and it's going to, rip it just a little bit because that's just the nature of it. But it's going to make it so that the sticker is not seen from the adherence. If that makes sense. Now these take a little bit of time to get off if you're not wanting to just like rip it off. And I personally really like having books that look really good. To the best of my ability. There we go. Got that one to let go. So you see, you're not seeing the sticker on the hardback, which is why I do it that way. So we're going to do it this way. Oh, and this one made life easy because the way they taped it, it's taped a little bit farther back. That's why these type of stickers drive me crazy though, because they have the striations here and those are little fibers that are holding the tape in place. But now you can see we've gotten it off. It's not really damaged it very much, but look how far up those go on the book. So if you try to just rip these off, they are not coming and they're going to leave so much residue. It's going to be nasty. You're not going to love it. So now we have to do it on the other side. To get impatient when doing this and wanting to just rip it apart. You have to be patient. If you want the book to look as good as it possibly can, being a library buy, a thrift store buy, you have to be patient. And I know that sounds like super contrived. And it's like, well, of course we're gonna be patient, Haley. Oh my gosh. Of course, Karen. Sometimes you get to that last little bit and you're just like, oh my gosh. And you get so frustrated, you just want to cut it apart. And I get that. I really do, because there are times where I'm so frustrated. So what I'm doing right now is there's a fiber that was left behind by the tape. I'm just trying to get it off so that it's not sticking up. I might have to use my detail scissors for that. I'm a crafter, which is why I have a lot of this stuff already as well. Like, I love to craft and make stuff, so that's one of the reasons I have a lot of this stuff already. Okay, snip that off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now you've got a book that doesn't have the dust jacket, but it's got these nasty nasties. So we're going to put the dust jacket back on, because why wouldn't you put the dust jacket back on? Oh, this is another one in my TBR. There. Okay, so like I said, got the stuff on the sides, which is really nice. However, this library, oh, they didn't. That's nice. I thought this library kept the stickers on the side. They did not. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so now we've got, oh, that feels good. That's nice, pretty embossed. Now we've got this back all taken off. I thought I saw some tape. Oh, yep, right here. So it looks like the tape from the side got stuck slightly. So this is where the lemon can come in because the fibers are there, but the lemon will just remove the fibers and the adhesive. Like this is how I have a bookshelf that looks like I spent $4,000 on books, but in reality, I almost never, is this the front? Oh, I'm putting it in upside down. I almost never spend full price on books, like literally ever. So it hurts me to spend full price on a book. So there we go. Sea of Shadows. Fantastic. Okay. Then we're going to do our very last one. The reason I wanted to do this one is because I wanted to show you kind of what can happen if the sticker is not a good quality sticker. So normally at Goodwill or at Savers, the stickers are okay. This, however, is at a Goodwill. This was at a Goodwill outlet that was near where I go grocery shopping a lot. And the book is a little bit damaged. However, it's a book that I've been looking for in the series. So I decided, I haven't seen it yet. It's been a fairly long time that I've been looking for it. So I decided to get this one. But this sticker does not want to come off. I tried really, really hard. So we're going to do a couple of things with this. We're going to use a hairdryer, and then we're going to do the same things that we did before. I am afraid to try and use my straight edge on it because it's obviously having some trouble. So we're going to try getting it hot first with a heat gun. So what the heat gun does, or not a heat gun, it's my hairdryer. Or you could use a heat gun, that's true. It melts the adhesive down a little bit so that it's easier to remove the sticker. So I'm going to go get my heat gun, just a second. Okay, now I've got my blow dryer. So you want to set it to the hottest setting, and you want to set it on high. So the hottest setting it can go and on high. And then you're going to get it real close to the sticker, as I will show you. Starting to come up a little bit better. There, so now we see we got it hot, and now it's coming up roses. Oh, I can't even tell you guys, I agonized over the sticker. Like it was in an awkward place and I couldn't get to it. So it's still sticky. We still got the sticky, we're going to the sticky sound. So we've got the sticky left that we need to remove, and we can remove it exactly the same way we did the other ones. So we've got our lemon cotton ball, and you guys notice I have not reapplied the lemon because it's so concentrated and it's so good. We don't have to. Like, we do not have to do this again. So I will do maybe 2 cotton balls if I'm doing a really large stack of books. I will maybe use 2 cotton balls with 2, maybe 3 little pieces of, or 3 little drops. 3, yeah, drops. Why does that sound weird? I don't know. I think it's because Haley's tired. That's why it sounds weird. All right, so we've got all of the adhesive off of that now, and I'm going to wipe it with my clean cotton ball, which is probably not as clean now. Nope, I can see a little spot that didn't come off. And like, you really don't have to do much. Don't press real hard, because if you press real hard with how concentrated lemon essential oil is, it will like eat away at the book. I have done that before, and it was very, very sad when I did that. I was quite devastated. Like, what is that? Oh, that's just stuck. That's why. Okay. So there we go. We've got the sticker off. Cool. So now we've got our books ready to go on the shelf. no longer look like library books, no longer look like thrift store books. They are our beautiful babies that we purchased that are going to be displayed. Now, if they're ever going to be read, that's a totally different story and not something we need to talk about today. I'm just saying. So we've got all of our beautiful books. They're ready to go on the bookshelves. I promised I would tell you my favorite places to get thrift store books. I got distracted, sorry. So first off, if you live in Utah, there are a chain of thrift stores called Deseret Industries, owned by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And the books there are unbelievably cheap. They are 75 cents for mass paperbacks. They are $1.50 for trade paperbacks, $2 for hardbacks, and $3 for hardbacks if the hardback is really thick. Like if it's a really thick book, they'll charge $3 for it. It's the cheapest place I have ever found to get good quality books because it's one of the biggest thrift stores in our area in Utah, Idaho, Nevada. I think there's a few in California. And so a lot of people will donate. Like in the small little town that I live in, there is only one thrift store and it is Deseret Industries. And it's pretty small because I live in a really small town. So that's my number one is Deseret Industries. I always check there first. Next is Savers. A little known fact, anything that doesn't sell at Deseret Industries gets donated to Savers here in Utah. So that's an interesting thing. But Savers has its own whole system of donations and all that jazz. So depending on where you go, you can get some really, really good ones. I have one thrift store or one Savers in my area that I absolutely love. And I do drive 20 minutes to get to it so that I can go look at books. They normally have a really great selection. So I don't know who lives in that area, but there are a couple of massive book lovers that like the same types of books that I do. So I'm almost always able to find something at that Savers. So first is Deseret Industries, second is Savers. Third, and I know people have strong opinions about this, I am not giving an opinion one way or another. I'm just saying it is a resource that is currently available in the market. You can decide whether or not you want to patron it. But Goodwill is another place that has really good, inexpensive books. Those are three major chains that you can go to across the country. Basically, as I said, Deseret Industries is mostly this side of the country in the West. But there are going to be thrift stores around you that are independently owned. Some of my absolute favorite thrift stores that I used to go to don't exist anymore because they were independently owned, and through COVID, they all shut down, which was really, really sad. But find a thrift store that you really like. You're going to have different thrift stores that have different things that are going to like kind of specialize in different things. So there are some thrift stores that are going to have awesome books. There's some thrift stores that are going to have awesome furniture, some that are going to have awesome clothes. So you just have to kind of figure out in your area what thrift stores have the best items. I hope you guys learned something today. If you did, please hit that the like thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel for other bookish content, bookish reviews, book critiques, and of course, bookish knowledge that you won't get anywhere else. No, I'm totally kidding. You can get this stuff everywhere else, but just come here because I like you and you like me and I feel like we have a good relationship, so just keep coming here. And as always, remember, you are worthy, you are loved, and happy reading.